We're in. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot to hit the go live button. Literally the first simplest job I had to do, and I Sorry, I'm a little stupid. So hold on. If our max speed is 600, which I don't think it is. I think our sprint speed max is... our max sprint speed is... default speed times 1.8. What? Default speed times 1.8. Whatever, let's just do 600. 600, but I think we'd actually want to set this to 6,000, because if we do 600, then going at full speed is 1, and so you instantly get caught at full speed. So what we might want to do, actually, let's make this 600, and then we'll do another division. Actually, no, that's kind of stupid. Why would we do that? So 600 is 1. If we do 600 divided by 6,000, that'd be 0.1. So we'd be adding 0.1 while sprinting. 0.1 would be, you'd get aggro in 1 second. Depending on the distance, that will also be considered. Grim, if you took a calculus test right now, would you pass? No, I wouldn't. Honestly, if you ask me to do anything in like mathematics, I don't think I would do it well. The only math I know is math within the context of what I do. If you got me to do like a specific equation or algorithm or anything like that, I'd fucking explode. So 6,000 could be a good number, because 0.1 get caught in 1 second is pretty quick. But then let's do this as a float value. So being upright means you should get caught faster. So let's do this as a multiplier. So upright is 1, crouched will be 0.6, and then prone will be 0.5. Because prone isn't much different from crouch, so I think that's fine. Then we can... Oh, but then if we multiply 0.6 on something that's already being divided, this value is going to be pretty low. All right, well, let's just try it. We could always adjust the multipliers. So, can he catch us when we're just standing? I think so. I think I have to do a clamp when we're just standing still. Yeah, so that's not being multiplied at all. So we need to change that. This needs a limit. So minimum will be 0.01, I guess could be the minimum. 0.02 and then 0.2. I just put 0.3 as a random value in here. I don't think that'll ever be reached. Let's do 0.2 actually. So if I stand still, how quickly does he spot us? Yeah, not very quick. 0.1 Because we got to remember that once we crouch, it's going to be even slower. So let's do 0.05. What if he walks in while I'm crouched, though? It's slower. It is slower. By how much? It's not the best way of doing this right now. Basically means it means that if you are standing still while crouching, he'll spot you slower. Right? That's kind of the idea. If you're standing still, he'll spot you a lot slower. Now, we have to make distance. Distance needs to be a factor. Distance needs to be a factor. And I think the closer you are, the higher this multiplier goes up, would be the ideal. Also, I'm thinking we actually adjust this multiplier a little bit. Let's do 1.2, 0.8, and 0.7. Where'd he go? Okay. Okay, so he saw us pretty quickly. What if we're crouched? Okay. Yeah, so now let's factor in distance. Let's factor in the distance. Yes. Yeah, no, honestly, if I did a calculus test, I think I would actually like not do well. I was like thinking about it. It's like if I did an IQ test, how well would I do? I actually don't think I would do very well. You know, I don't think I would do too hot. So let's add another multiplier in here. This is going to be distance. So distance between this and other actor. Target will be self. Nope. Get controlled pawn. Controlled pawn and self. So let's, I guess, do a clamp ranged. Should probably make this a function or something. So in range, if you are super close up, then this should be a multiplier of 2. It should be like really quick. Otherwise, if you're really far away, 0.5. So let's say there is a range of if the distance is between 100 units and 1500. So if you're within 0 to 100, it'll be 2x. And let's see how well that works. Okay, we might want it to be actually a little bit more. I'm thinking maybe 200, 250. So essentially, if you're touching them, then they'll react to you. Maybe even 300. Now, I don't know how quick he'll spot us if we're sprinting. I'm pretty sure it's like almost instantaneous. Yeah. It's almost instantaneous if you're right in front of him. What if we're like back here though? If he'll even see us. Okay, so he'll still spot us. The footsteps are really creepy. The footsteps are really creepy. We're definitely gonna have to give him different footstep sounds though. Because it's the exact same as the player footsteps. It's just pitched down. Also, another thing we're gonna have to do, we kind of need to give the player, the monsters, breadcrumbs. Now, of course, there's still a bunch of sound effect stuff we haven't done yet. Which we need to do. A lot of little sound events. Like the horn, for example, doesn't do a sound event. But I do think we should give the monsters breadcrumbs so they kind of go towards the player at some point. I feel like 6 inventory slots might not be enough. I wonder if walking on the metal should emit a noise event. I feel like it should. Hoopla! Okay, good. I think that's a good adjustment. Now, obviously, we gotta adjust some of the numbers. We do have to adjust some of the numbers. I think that'd be good. Smacking briefcases should also be a noise event? Definitely, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah. Dude, there's like something releasing the grab event, which is really annoying. Definitely. Noise event on the briefcase, 100%. Okay, good. Some good adjustments. Yeah, the rats can still open the doors. We should not allow that. So, I think steps forward. Remove the spawned items in the main train cabin. We can maybe leave a couple in the locker. I'm okay with spawning a couple in the locker as like a freebie. Some freebie items for the players. But I think everything else, we should remove it. So then that way we're slowly working towards what the game is going to be. We also have to... Some maintenance tasks stay active. So you see that vent there, the red particles? That's a pipe that ruptured. We need to technically delete those events or end them entirely. Yeah. Are you sure you should not allow the rats to be able to open doors? I think about it for a second. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to open the doors. Because the idea is we want to kind of, as long as none of the doors are open in that cabin, to allow them to roam. Technically, we want them to stay inside of the cabin that they spawned inside of. So, we want them to stay within the bounds of the cabin they're in. There's a few trains on your rat carts. They're doing their thing. I can't stop them. Come on! Yeah! I am gonna have to plan for this. I don't want to stop the players from being able to do shit like this, because I feel like if you stop the players from being able to do fun stuff like this, I feel like you immediately break, like, some unspoken game design rule when you, like, stop players from doing certain things, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, let's allow the player to go past this fence. Let's just make a larger fence somewhere and make it so they can't go past that one or something. You know what I mean? Like, these buildings are too tall, in theory. We can make them slightly taller or something. I feel like by restricting their movements, I feel like, I don't know, it's just kind of shit, restricting their movements. This would be a spot where maybe we could do like some force field or something. Because I think right here, I don't know if there's a... Like this, we would not want the player to go past through here because that's too much work. It's too much work. Listen, yeah. I think in a game like this where suspense is literally like the whole thing in the stations, restricting their movements I feel like is kind of like, eh. So I think what we should do is do some sort of like Half-Life force field for these areas that are like locked off. It would fit the world quite a bit. It would restrict the players from going past these like big fences. Yeah. I think it'd be a lot cooler. Now that being said, I think you can currently do this. So like we'd have to figure out some sort of like pigeon trap or like bird trap, you know, like the ones where they put spikes on buildings. It's gonna have to be, we're gonna have to do something, either that or we I don't want to make the buildings too tall, because then that makes it so there's more shadows coming in here. Sorry, you have 1,384 unbuilt objects? Yeah, lighting needs to be rebuilt here, I think. Another thing we could do is like, we could program these areas where it's like trying to use the fire extinguisher to launch yourself into these areas causes the fire extinguisher to just immediately explode. It could just immediately explode. That'd be kind of funny. A hidden basketball hoop? You could have the fun police show up in riot gear. Sir, go back to your premises. Should that concrete slab be like a mechanical gate or something? This will be, yeah, like a mechanical gate, basically. So we might take that and put it on the front. I just really like the front being visible, like you being able to see the front. So maybe it'll just be one huge fence. I don't know. Or, like I said, force field. We could do like a force field kind of vibe. You could solve the shadow issue with a fake global illumination, aka a weak directional light in the opposite direction of the main light source. Yeah, that just makes things really expensive. And I don't really know if it's necessary. Like, I'm okay with building lighting in these areas, to be honest. I'm okay with it. Especially in the stations, because they're basically like static lighting. Or at least I think they're going to be static lighting. They might have lighting scenarios. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, let's get some more work done. Let's get some more going. Let's put this out onto a tray. So distance is taken into account now. The pose the player is in is also taken into account now, which is good. Okay, so the site aggro system is good to go. We do need to put the shop discounts. However, there's some other stuff we need to do to the shop items as well. Am I gonna have a Starry Night Sky? Maybe, we might. Simpsons style dome. I don't know if I'd make it a dome. I think I'd do like a wall, because then we could do something cool where it's like there's only certain areas that have like a force field, and then like when you touch it, we could do some like cool little effects, like almost like Star Wars kind of sounds. That could be cool. That could be pretty sweet. What do we got on the Trello? I feel like I'm happy with some of the work that we did on the monsters. Now, obviously, we got to do a little bit more work on the monsters, or the monster AI. We, of course, need some models for these guys. We need models for the monsters. Monster work continues in 3 weeks. The thing is, I don't have any references of what these monsters look like or would look like. I'm not very good at concept art at all, or drawing, so I would have to like sculpt some fucking amalgamations, which, like, I guess me sculpting with my eye maybe could produce some pretty good looking amalgamations. At the end of the day, I only want the monsters to have kind of like Lethal Company-esque visuals. But then the problem is the environments look relatively nice, which actually could be working against us. Making the environments look nice and then the monsters looking low poly and shitty might look really weird. I can't make monsters that look as good as like the repo models. The repo models look really good. I'm not very good at modeling organic models. Not very good at organic. Put a video of what I'm going to do when your game comes out in game dev. What is it? This will be me when your game comes out. Real plumber reacts to Borderlands 2's terrible plumbing. Not a single drop of water. Hey, I got plumbing. I got a little bit of plumbing. We got water and plumbing. I'll make everything look like shit. Yeah, which makes me wonder if I should make everything else in the game look like shit. Like, does this room look like... It's pretty low poly. Hold on. This is supposed to be the actual screen percentage, which is 70. There seems to be a gap in the ceiling. I just noticed that. Okay, that's gonna annoy me. I feel like this isn't like super high res environment, right? Like, I feel like we can still do some pretty low poly-esque monsters. Was the design of the player somewhat final? I kind of just wanted to stick with this kind of look. They look horrifying without eyes. Oh, dude, we should have a monster that's like this guy, but without eyes. They're like they're the upgraded version of these guys. Because the story lore is that we're in a monstrous society, and people prejudice against the employees, the players, because they're not scary looking in the monster world. Like, that's how they judge people, is by like how scary they look. So like the very scary looking guys are the Giga Chads. Delta. We need a Monsters Inc. reference then. Monsters Inc. is like, it's so funny because it sounds so Monsters Inc. coded. Yeah, actually, now I think about it, one of the monsters could be literally the player character model. But just his whole face is all kinds of fucked up. So you don't know that they're not a player until you walk up to them. And they like turn towards you and they're like... Argh! That could be actually one of our monsters. Which would be great in multiplayer. Error. Ah. Goodbye. Oh, you didn't slip. I would say make it mimic voices, but everyone's doing that. Yeah, it's just kind of like whatever now. I feel like it'd be cool, it'd be creepier if it's like it looks like a character model, but their face is the terrifying part, and when they turn towards you, like, then you find out. So if you're like facing behind them, see, this is another problem. When they slip out of the nav mesh, this happens. I don't really know how we can fix that. could teleport them back into that mesh or let them fall off. It's just really annoying because like I could see that being a very big game breaking issue in the actual game. Like we could so there's two types of capsules. There's this regular capsule, and then I think in this version there's a tapered capsule. Flat capsule collision. So what does that look like? It literally doesn't even look like it's flat. That's funny. But we could convert this capsule to the flat bottom capsule. Is there a way to see if an NPC is off the nav mesh? Well, you know, right there we could tell because he was like slightly off the edge. His centered position was off the edge and right here. And I guess it only determines if he's grounded by the very center, which is really stupid. Let's see if there's anything in here that could. Help. I think if we make it a flat bottom capsule, that might work. Okay, let me copy this. So 90 and 34. 90, 34. 90 and 34. Oh, I read the description. Oh, come on. A horizontally oriented capsule component, flat capsule collision. Dude, I thought flat capsule collision meant like it was a capsule that looks like this. Like the bottom and top is flat. No, it means it's a horizontal capsule. Oh, come on, man. I was expecting it to be flat. No wonder the thing looked... Ah. Okay, that doesn't solve our problem. A cylinder? Yeah, a cylinder, but unfortunately, let me see. Maybe there still is a custom. No, it's just box, capsule, flat capsule, and sphere. Is there no like actual flat capsule or cylinder in here as a collision object? Can I use a box for the... No, that's not a good idea for the monsters. Hmm. We could maybe make them so they can't fall off. Oh, wait, hold on. Floor trace shape scale. Scaling factor applied to the root collision extent when tracing for the floor. Floor trace shape scale. Floor trace shape scale. Floor trace shape scale. Update floor trace shape scale. Get a Bane. Search for edge maybe. Can walk off ledges. I guess we can turn off walk off ledges. When standing on a ledge, the pawn will fall off if its collision shape perches further beyond the end of the ledge than the set threshold allows. This is a percentage based with the center of the collision being 0. The pawn will fall off as early as possible, and the outer boundary of the collision being 1. The pawn will fall off as late as possible. So I guess we could just really like up this value. Either that, or we can just completely turn off being able to walk off ledges. Alternatively, we could somehow find a way, if they somehow completely walked off the nav mesh, and then maybe we try to find the nearest nav mesh and nudge them in the direction. Like, I also want to see what this floor trace shape scale is, though. It's being used everywhere where update floor is. And I think update floor is just for updating the nav mesh. I don't know what update floor is. I want to say update floor is for nav mesh. We working in C++ now? No, I'm just reading some of the code for this plugin, our movement plugin, just to kind of see what it's doing. Let's see if that helps a bit, though. The changing that value. I don't know why he's not running at us. He just completely... He just gave up. He just forgot we existed. Uh-oh. And then again. What is going on? We need to lower the volume of the tunnel. It's really loud. Well, he didn't fall off there, but I feel like that was just him being a little bit smarter. Is this the tickets please guy? This is technically just a base generic monster. It's not necessarily any specific monster. It's just any of the base stuff that every monster is going to kind of need. It looks like he's okay. I think right there he would have technically slipped off. Let me go, like, along the edge. Oh, nope. He slipped off. I guess the solution is just make them to not walk off ledges. To not allow them to walk off ledges. Huh. That's crazy though, because they're technically like right next to the nav mesh, but the instant they're even like slightly off. It's not as scary as the previous version. That was a true horror show. I don't know, man. Hearing the fucking and them walking on the metal, that's just kind of creepy. Obviously, once we give them sound effects, once we do music, like when you're getting chased, maybe we do some like violin music and shit. Music is a big part of horror, right? Me not watching horror movies at all, and the only knowledge I know is of like the very minimal amount of experience I have with it. The one with the face. Listen, that's my face. The face is my face. How is that scary? You guys are just being mean. I go live on a weekend and this is what I get. This is the just Germa jump scare. Yeah. Yeah, let's make it so they can't fall off ledges. And then That will be our solution for the time being. Make it so they cannot fall off. I think he nearly fell off right there. He kind of like froze for a second. One big problem, by the way, right now is they can't climb a ladder. So the instant you climb a ladder, they're like, they don't know what to do anymore. Good box glitch, how's it going? Like, we could put a nav mesh thing here and make it so they can go up the ladder. We could make it so they can go up the ladder. Don't, you know, don't get me wrong. We could make it so certain monsters can jump or something. What is this music? This sounds like music that could be in the game. Sounds like a lot of work with the potential for a lot of problems. Well, that's life, ain't it? Is there technically a nav mesh up here? There is not. Oh, he saw us. How did he see us? Yeah, I think vultures would be really cool. We have talked about different monsters that would be on the outside. Like, one monster could be like a stationary monster in the environment. And he has like his eyes coming out. And like, if he spots you, then he starts like... I don't know. Like an alien. Almost like almost like the equivalent of a War of the Worlds. Is it War of the Worlds? War of the Worlds? The fucking like crawlers on legs. And they have like a big eye, and if they spot you, then, I don't know, they send out aliens or something towards you. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. Because then it's like different kinds of monsters, right? You got like some that are on the outside, in the environment. The Half-Life long leg things? Yeah. But like, as long as you don't get spotted outside or anything like that, then none of their monsters activate towards the train, right? So it's like, basically you gotta like avoid being spotted from the thing that would be stationary. And then, you know, once it passes by, right? I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Things like that could be really cool. Because then that like changes things up, right? Uh-oh. We should probably make it so sprinting sends out noise events. Is this still the same song? It is. Dude, what a great song. Yeah, I think that would be cool, having different kinds of monsters. Ideally, once we get to that point. All right. So the sight perception is mostly kind of done for now. We just have to test it more get a feel for it more. And then as we get the monsters in with attacks, then we can kind of adjust some of the sight perception. I think for now, it's a good base. The distance affects how fast they spot you, which position you're in, like crouch or prone or whatever, also affects it. I think it's in a pretty good spot for now. Now, of course, the aggro system itself, like when they're aggro, needs to be adjusted a bit. Right now, it takes 10 seconds for them to just not know where you are anymore. And then completely de-aggro. This needs to be adjusted a bit where they kind of go into like a roaming position. Maybe they get little breadcrumbs. So that needs to be adjusted. But for now, I think it's fine. We will have to put some monsters in that damage you and stuff. That will have to be a whole thing. Which I'm not looking forward to at all. I don't have any character models. I don't have anything. I don't know how I'm going to do that part. That's going to have to be... I might have to go out to the LCBO, which is our alcohol store in here in Canada, get myself a few beers, and then just boot up ZBrush one of these days and... You know what I mean? Just let it slide. You know, just let the thoughts slide in. And then I'll wake up the next day and be like, what the fuck is this? That's the reaction I would want from a monster design. Okay, but here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. We work on another train car. Thoughts? We could do the apartments, which is technically what we have. We just need to like actually like put furniture and a bunch of stuff in it. We could work on the kitchen, the dining hall, or the laundromat. The laundromat means we'd have to model some washing machines and some dryers. Anything but monsters. Dude, I really don't want to model a monster right now, mainly because I just don't know how to model a monster. And then you guys are going to look at me model a monster, and then it's going to be the most annoying thing ever because why don't you move that one vertex to the left? Yeah. Dining hall can use a lot from the library. I think dining hall would have circular tables. I think. Well, I gotta add this to my playlist. It's a cool track. Because I just don't know how to model character models. Just do a gelatinous cube. The slow-moving gelatinous cube. You could do that idea of taking the player character model and making it a monster, just make the eyes not visible. I did think about that. Unbelievable, he's blaming us. You know, we could make the what do we call him? What do we call him? What is the name of this guy? And what kind of attacks does he do? He just runs at you and just deals damage to you if you run into him? No, we're not calling him Hero Brine. What if we call him the socially accepted employee? Because it's the actual scary employee. But that's too long. We can't call it the socially accepted employee. You could call him John. John employee. Oh, employee 233, like they were a past employee. Okay, I like that. A little bit of SCP kind of vibe. Do you not want to try concepting one instead of going straight into 3D? I'm gonna be honest with Sonny, I can't do that. I'm not creative enough to draw or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't creative enough for that. Could add a name tag that says my name is John. I actually plan on making it so the players have name tags. And I was thinking that would be the thumbnail, at least the temporary thumbnail for now, for the Steam stuff, is it would be the name of the logo and then like a name tag, and it would look a lot like the Lumen name tag, like this, attached to our player characters. I think that would look so great. That would look so great. Poor drawings go farther than you might think. I could maybe pull up my drawing tablet. Dude, I'm just so bad at drawing, man. I don't know how to do any of that. I'll try it, but I like the idea of doing the mimic employee for now. Okay, so let's save this as. All right, I guess we can make a characters subfolder or monsters subfolder. Monsters. Employee 233. Okay, employee 233. So you don't have any eyes. So say goodbye to your eyes. That does, however, mean that you... Actually, hold on. We're going to have to do something like this. Okay, take off rig. Where we want to... unsubdivide this. Simplify? Was it simplify? Decimate. My eyes! Say goodbye to your eyes, John, employee 233. Say goodbye to your eyes. I'm about a Boolean, about a Boolean this shit. It's the cleanest model in existence. And by cleanest, I mean absolutely worst. Remember, we want it to look bad. Copium. The goal is to make it bad looking. So a little bit of smoothing issues, that's fine. That's fine. It's all par for the course. Okay, this is all kinds of fucked up. This is all kinds of just absolutely fucked up. What is this? It's like a star. What is that doing there? What is that? Sad thing is I got to do the same thing on the other side now. Okay. All right. They should be a little hunched over as well. I like that. I like that. We could probably do that in the animation. the animation stage. Right now I'm going to reuse the same animation as their basic thing. As a, oops. They're going to use the same animation as the actual player character model, but I definitely would want to modify it a little bit, make them look a little fucked up. Wait, what the hell is that? What the hell's wrong with their eyelids? Okay, hold on, we gotta bring this in. I'm okay with it looking a little fucked up, like, you know, whatever. Part of the it's part of the whole shtick, I guess, right? Is them looking a little fucked up. And then their eyeballs, we gotta bring them in. And then I was thinking, instead of a face like this, oh, what if we remove their eyebrows too? I was thinking their mouth could be like teeth. Like, ah. Now, obviously, we'd have to animate all that stuff, which I'm not fucking looking forward to doing any of that. I'm not looking forward to any of that. Well, actually, no, I'm not. It's not the animating that I'm not looking forward to. It's the rigging that I'm not looking forward to. I think this monster should just do nothing but stare and slowly arc around, just block the player. I kind of want him to like run at the players. Maybe they just run at the player and then just push them. They just shove them and then they just walk away. Shove players into the engine furnaces. Ay, ay, ay. Is it an ARP rig? Yes, yeah. Auto Rig Pro, yep. You can technically delete his eyes because he doesn't have eyes anymore. Shit, yeah, we should probably delete his eyes. But let me see if I can maybe improve these eye sockets a little bit. That's a little better. Listen, just because we want these models to look kind of like shit doesn't mean that we should just make them look like fully like shit, you know what I mean? This part, I gotta say, I really hate the eyelids a little bit, like that part there, but whatever. Okay, and then what? Do we give him some teeth? Give him some teeth or something? Loop cut does not work well in deformed edit mesh display. That's fine, we'll figure it out. All right, well, some teeth, huh? Teeth and eye sockets, single eye and mouth. What if we give him a tongue? And then teeth in the eyes. A tongue and then some teeth in the eyes. But it's like his tongue is sticking out of his mouth. Wasn't he supposed to have one eye? No, that's the Cyclops. That's gonna be a different motherfucker altogether. Should make it kind of to the side. A little bit of asymmetry. I was gonna do a bevel, but then I feel like it looks better without it a bevel. Yeah, a little sharpened edge is fine. Oh wait, what if we do a sharpened edge on the bottom? How does the smoothing look? A little bit of tongue action. Make him have this animation on loop. It's like tongue starts fucking going ragdoll. What if we give him like some little, some like on the front of his body, he's got like gashes in his body. Like he's a little undead. He's got little, you know what I mean? Like that's how he died, kind of vibe. Some little fleshy bits on his front, because then the back is perfectly fine, but the front is where all the shit went down, right? Now the smoothing, we're gonna have to fix the smoothing, or maybe we don't. He should face backwards from the player to start, so they think it's one of their friends. Right? That's the plan. Is well, I don't think it's gonna be on purpose. It's not gonna be on purpose that they're going to face a different direction. I think it'll just be just a case of the player might spot them like that, right? I wonder what happens if we clear the sharpness. Like, obviously the smoothing is not great. Smoothing is not great. And I don't know if I want to add sharpened edges around all of these little parts. This is a little too close to the other gash. But that's okay. That's kind of fun looking. I don't really like that edge though. It's kind of this edge is really annoying me. Ooh, it's his flesh sticking out a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah, maybe we do need the teeth in his eyes. The little teeth. Can we add this? What's this emote? What is this? This better be good. Freaky? I don't know if I want the cat version of freaky. Is there any other better freaky emotes? Hold on. I guess that is the best one. Apparently there's two of them that look the exact same. Tongue jiggle physics. Bro, that one's worse? What do you mean it's worse? The animation is hitchy? That's it. I'm adding some random gooner emote. No, I'm not doing that. Some people need to yeah. I can't even see it. It's like not enabling it on my side. I can't even see it in any of the stuff, any of the chats. Thank you for that. I will not give you 5 push-ups. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, jackass. Because now someone else is going to do it. All right, well, now we got to put some teeth. Give him some teeth. Best way of doing this, I think, is we, I don't know, do something like this. Duplicate that. Go here. Turn these all into circles. Do this. Collapse. Then bring that in. I guess. Ugh. Ugh. Why are some of the normals inverted on some of these? Oh, that's because I deleted the wrong face. I am stupid. And then let's add a little bit of randomization to it. Maybe not that much. God, that looks so disgusting looking. I think we're going to have to give this guy a unique material, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. But for now, we'll just do this. And then we'll mirror it. Which I don't know if it's going to work well on the rig. Probably not. It looks like eyelashes. They kind of look a little bit like eyelashes. It's kind of cute looking. TBH. Kind of cute looking. What the fuck? Why are the normals all kind of messed up there? Killer eyelashes. Yeah, you know. You turn to this motherfucker and he's all freaky and shit. Snack break. What do you guys think? Add a second layer of eyeliner behind the already existing ones. Mmm. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Okay. Trying to make him real scary or goofy scary. I don't know, you know, listen. We do what we can here. We do what we can here. That looks kind of creepy. It'll technically be goofy because it's like it's this goofy looking fucking character. But when you turn to them, it's gonna be like, ah, ah, ah. What am I eating? Digestives. Damn, am I poop stacking right now? You know it. What the fuck? Okay. A little bit of vert randomization helps a lot. In fact, we could probably do a little bit on a bunch on the front. Make this all look kind of fucked up. I know the topology is going to be all messed up, but if anything, that just adds to the game. Okay, maybe not that much. Makes it look like his whole body got roughed up in the front. How can we make his mouth look a little bit creepier? Huge chunk missing out? We do have a huge chunk missing, but... Like, we have these chunks missing. I guess we should have, like, a big chunk just missing right specifically here. um... Maybe we make some intestines kind of pop out a little bit. Make a little intestine pop out. PG-18. Well, it is a horror game. Look at Discord. Yeah, I don't want to do his head because the idea is from the back, he looks perfectly fine. But then it's when you get to the front that's like it's all fucked up, right? Because then it's like oh, you think it's one of your friends. That's the idea, Sonny. That's why I kind of don't want to do any sort of like chunks missing from the front, if that makes sense. But I like the idea of having like a part of his brain just fucking just hit. We could maybe do a little bit at the front. Actually, yeah, we could do a little bit at the front. We could like cut off part of his like eye here. We could still do a little bit of something like that. Whatever, we're gonna make it all, everything's gonna look all kinds of fucked up. Part of the spice is making it all kind of fucked up. I went to another stream, but the image in Discord made me return. Wait, what image in Discord? What are you talking about? Which one? Which one? Which one? Come on, man. It's not a penis. It's not. It's his small intestine. Guys, come. There. Does that look a little better? He is hung, bro. Color it red or something. Yo, he do be kind of gross looking though. You can't lie. He do be kind of gross looking. That's a really deep red. How about you deep red my... Will the parts with ripped skin get like a darker flesh color? Yes, yeah. We'll probably texture the front of him. So what we were doing is ripping a part of his face. We're gonna create a big chunk coming out of it, and then one of the teeth is gonna stick out. Yeah. Yeah, and then we're gonna do the most disgusting extrusion, going like this. Yeah. Yeah. No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Is it grid fill? How do you fill this? Fill? Fill. Yeah, sure. Or why not? Here, Collins. Is this a dead player? Yes. He is employee 233. Or you can call him John. Alternatively, John. Do I know what I'm doing? No. It's like his teeth are kind of like wrapping into the part of the brain. Oh yeah, dude. Ugh. 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 All right, there we go. We got a chunk of his brain sticking out. Now, to make it feel more crazy, we're going to do another random. Because I feel like doing this helps quite a bit. Hold on. Lots of things are going on here. Lots of things that I don't really want. Hello, my name is John. So once you turn towards him, he's got his intestines sticking out, he's got a tongue sticking out, he's going, you know, everything's, his eyes, he's got teeth sticking out of his wounds. A monster must have sucked out his eyeballs like a muscle. And then in its place, teeth. Why can't I see Freaky? I don't see Freaky. I don't know how you guys are seeing that emote. Yeah, that is the plan, Ray. I think every time you spot... So the first time you spot the monsters, it'll be added to the passenger... manifest. The passenger manifest. Wait, you can kind of spot his intestine. Sticking out. Is that a hot dog in its stomach? No, that's the small intestine. Next question. Add empty nerve endings sticking out from his eye sockets. Oh, God. No, we're just going to do flesh on the inside here. All right. Let's see if we messed up any of his rig. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess as much. Wait, is his eyes rigged already? What? That's weird. All right, so we gotta reskin him. That's okay. I remember how to do this. Let's save real quick and then bind. Okay. It's like the SpongeBob dance when he's in the musical band. A curse? No, this is definitely not PG-13. Do I rig his tongue? Do I give his tongue some bones? And then we apply some, like, jiggle physics to it? Well, first off, I want to delete... these bones. I gotta remember how to do this. Add bone. Control A, Shift A. I don't know if I remember how to do this. Um, let's rename them. Tongue underscore 1. Tongue underscore 2. Custom bones. CC1. Okay. I don't know if that will rename it. I think there was a thing where you have to like rename, you have to like give it a thing, but I don't think you need to do that anymore in the workflow. Okay, so now I need to skin this to the tongue specifically. Wait, no. There's one thing I have to do. This needs to be parented to the head. And then I wonder if skinning will actually use this for the tongue. I actually wonder. It could be interesting trying to do a binding again and seeing if that works. So now we're going to go back to the rig, match to rig. Right, so what I need to do is I need to go to here and I need to click on I see the dot there though, so it should. Shit, I forgot how to do this. There's a specific button you have to click to see it in the secondary. I think it's assign. Oh, assign, yes. Assign this to secondary. Now we can match to rig, and we should, yeah, we see both of them. Nice. Now, in here, when we move the head, I swear did I not parent that to the thing? Parented to head reference. We don't want to do connected. This one's connected. Okay, I might have to. It also seems some of his teeth are not. Seems some of his teeth have broken off. Oh, because I think it rigged it to the eyes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You know, hamburger? How do you do? Okay, our current problem, however, even though it has a relation, it's not there. What if we assign it to main as well? Maybe we need to assign it to main. Auto Rig Pro Custom Bones. Hold on, I gotta rewatch this video, I think. Hmm. Uh-huh. Wait, what? Okay, I did the exact workflow. However, it's not working. So the parent is head reference. Do we need to do the spine? No, I don't think so. No, this is the neck. Oh, maybe we do the neck. Let's try the neck instead. Hey, Scotland, how's it going? I don't know if we need to like bind it. I'm pretty sure no. I'm pretty sure this should just work. Right now, it is not. Yeah, I'm in pose mode. I thought I had to be in edit mode for a second, but no, it's pose mode. These bones for some reason hate me. Oh, come on. I did the exact same thing to the eyes. Okay, let's try something. Let's try skinning it, because maybe that has an impact on it. I don't think it should, but who knows? It did not tell me if it did it successfully or not. Clearly not, however. Okay. Yeah. That seems about right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Huh? What? Seems this bone is doing some very interesting stuff. Does this tongue have incorrect? Oh, okay. Whoops. Even the main body. Wait, everything is not scaled properly. That's not normal, I don't think. All right. Okay. Test number 5 million. Let's see here. ARP, skin, bind. That, okay. Is there something I should know about the scale of a bone? And like, did I mess up the scale of the bone and now it's like, it doesn't know what its size is? I don't know if that's... What you doing, man? What you doing? Maybe we remove him from main and we just keep him in secondary, but this doesn't make any sense as to why this bone is affecting this many things. And I don't think we need to join everything together. So I don't really know what's going on, why the weight painting is doing such a poor job right now. We could also alternatively use our add-on, which uses voxels instead. Might lag the stream a little bit. Okay, let's see how well that did. I gotta say, that's pretty creepy looking, though. He's got a little bit... All right, so we might have a little bit of work that we need to do. His eyes are looking okay, actually. If anything, I'm okay with his eyes. It's just the tongue that's all kinds of messed up. Oh, tongue object. I wonder if we could... Oh, did I leave it as cube? I did. Oopsies. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference to the skinning. Let's see though. Maybe it does. It took 0 seconds, supposedly. But I think alongside selecting a tongue object, wouldn't you need to select a tongue bone? How would it know? Or maybe we could do scale fix. I don't know if that makes any difference though. His eyes look all kinds of messed up, and honestly, I'm okay with that. If anything, a messed up rig actually makes this more interesting. However, I don't want it to be that messed up. How do I, is there a way for me to reduce how much impact this bone has on everything else in the scene? Without me having to weight paint it myself? I wonder. We could try upping the resolution. Could double it, see if that makes any difference. I like this task because it seems like the start of a monster productivity session. Monster as in we're going to be doing a lot of productive stuff, or monster as in we're making a monster? New skin is looking dope. This is a monster. This is employee 233. I see a bone that just formed right here. I'm a little concerned. What is that? Who is that? I can't move my camera around, so I can't even see. You know what we might... Oh, you know what we might have to do to make the tongue not as bad looking? We might have to straighten the tongue out and then curve it ourselves. That might have to be what we have to do, because it's so close to the body. I think that might be the problem. Okay, I think I made the skinning worse. You know what, man? Who doesn't love a little bit of slop? Let's try heat maps again. Let's try heat map again. Okay, heat map had this issue where, for some reason, these bones are affecting 5 million other parts of the body. Is it because these are like just separate meshes? Do I have to join these to the main part of the body? Let's see. Maybe this is part of the problem. And let's bind it again. And let's see if that makes any difference. It's possible your joint influence is set too high. So that's what I'm wondering is like, how do I modify that? Would it be radius parent, radius of tailbone? Maybe it's in the bone settings. Yeah, I don't know how we can modify this kind of stuff. Bone deformation distance for envelope deform only. Not sure what that is. Length is the actual length of the bone. Radius. Yeah, I'm not sure why this bone is affecting even this thing at the bottom here. That I do not know. I do not know. Is that what it's called in Blender? Joint influence? Rigging? Skinning. Joint influence skinning. Yeah. Bone envelopes, an alternative, less common method where the shape of the bone itself. I don't know what that's. Hmm. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. How can I even visualize that? How do I even visualize that? What's that by his waist? That's his small intestine? That's his small intestine. Come on, man. You can go to the mesh and edit mode and in vertex group select the bone or remove the unwanted. Yeah, but so I'm okay with doing some manual weight painting. However, this just doesn't make any sense why this bone would start affecting this mesh. You know what I mean? So there's got to be something wrong with this, like a scale or something. And I don't know how to visualize that. I'm not sure how to visualize that at all. Nor do I don't know how to change it. I want to say it's maybe the envelope distance. Like, let's try lowering that, I guess. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know. One more line of the intestine? Yeah, I guess we could do that. We could do that. Started learning Blender 3 days ago. I'm a graphic designer and I can't find any jobs. Blender feels like studying medicine. It's incredibly overwhelming. Would you say that that's normal at the beginning and that it eventually becomes routine? There's a lot to learn. Just take it one step at a time. Try to model stuff. Just try to make things. You only started 3 days ago. Just like how graphic design might have started out pretty rough. Learning the software, then learning the design philosophy behind everything, blah, 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 blah. Modeling is very similar in the respect that it takes time. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, take your time with it. I would say look at objects in your room, in your space, try to model those things. Obviously don't pick things that are too hard. Try to pick things that you can visualize, like the process in your head, like how you would start, like, oh, coffee cup, it's a cylinder. It starts with a cylinder, right? Then you start learning some of the tools like extruding and insets and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's try binding one more time with this. Oh, it's using voxels for some reason. Oh, whatever. Less sus version of an intestine in game dev. No, I will. I think I am going to add another like loop that goes around. I'm going to do another one, I think. Yeah, this makes no sense at all. Is it utilize? Is it, it? Maybe we need to clear our vertex groups. Like just clear all of the skinning. Is there a way for me to clear all of the skinning from the plugin? Don't think there is. parent fallback C underscore trajectory. But it has a parent, so we're fine. I'm not really sure why it would. What is this monstrosity? Employee 233. His name is John. Or well, his name was John. John. Is it because it's attached? Well, the thing is, it's attached to tongue 1. I guess it's inheriting the scale, whatever the scale is. But John Demon, John Employee. John Employee. What do we call him? Employee 233. Huh. All right, we'll just go with the voxel. And I don't want to do too much manual weight painting because it just seems like ass to do. I think we're going to do 256 for the voxel resolution. Oh, the tongue object still not doing its thing. Whatever. Okay, bind. Is it because it's attached? Like, did you borrow this from the original and build the tongue from it? No, it's a separate cube. We zeroed out the scale of all the additional meshes that we made. I don't know. It's very odd. Very, 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 very odd. I feel like we'd almost need to clear out the skinning because I wonder if the old vertex groups are being taken into account at all. I'm going to stand up real quick. I haven't stood up this entire stream. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello. Employee 233, John. UV unwrapping is the hardest at the moment. My brain can't cut the object and flatten it out. So, yeah, my partner's learning modeling as well, and UV unwrapping is definitely a very challenging one. My best advice is to just try marking seams and then seeing how it looks. And then a big thing I would do, let me open up a new project. Big thing I would do is when you are, so I'll just use this size reference mannequin as an example. One thing I would recommend is when you're in your UV editing mode, right? Let's see, say you're using UV editing at the top here. You can click on new in the UV section, change the generated type to UV grid, right? Set that as a new image. And then in here, actually, I should be able to texture. Let's do, so we'll, in the viewport options, we can go texture, and then let's just give him a new material. Set the base color to this grid texture. Hello. Hello. Hold on, let's try it from here. UV grid, new image. Why isn't he showing up? Hold on. It's probably because this guy has like fucking custom stuff. Oh, there we go. It's because he wasn't UV'd. So yeah, we can go up here. No, stay in object mode. I wish I could delete these two buttons. We go up to the viewport shading. We can set it to texture once we create a material with this UV grid. And then from here, then you can start seeing like how your UVs and stuff are looking, right? So like, let's do a really basic smart UV project, right? Then you can kind of see how stuff goes, right? Let's say if we just focused on the body here, like let's try just unwrapping it with angle based. It's not going to work. So it's going to, I think, default to smart project, but like try to like, first thing I would say is you could watch some videos. There's some philosophies I would say when it comes to specific objects. And then like slowly learn how to use that for all of your models and then determine how and where you would mark seams. So it's like the inside of shoulders, for example, would be a marked seam. The inside of this neck could probably be a marked seam. Okay, it's kind of hard to do because this model is just super triangulated. And then, you know, from here, now I can kind of start seeing how this stuff unwraps, where it starts getting really stretchy, right? When things start getting all fucked up like this, for example, you know, that kind of helps to understand like where things are being messed up and where to improve the UV. It really is just a basis of trial and error, and then you slowly like figure it out. Right, and you see how like the progress is going along. So the UV grid helps a lot with like that sort of stuff, right? Here we do one big seam across the back. So like a lot of times with like characters or boxes, cylinders all kind of follow a similar structure as well. They do their own like kind of thing. Dude, where the fuck are these edges? Sure, whatever. Right? But you can see here, right? Like it's like kind of looking really messy. Here it becomes really big and then really small. So that just shows like, okay, there's something here to improve, right? And that would probably be kneading seams down here along the sides. And now everything's a little bit more consistent in terms of scale. So like that's what, you know, that's kind of how like I would use this UV grid or whatever. And that kind of helps give you a little bit more indicator of like where things are stretched, where things are messed up, right? And then you kind of slowly learn by visually looking at it and then just mess around with it, you know? Save backups if you want, you know, whatever. Like there's a few things you could do when it comes to specific objects and primitives, right? A cube is specifically unwrapped in a specific way, and you can actually see the default is the cross. Let's see, how do you do that? So it's like this. We wrap around, and then I think we mark a seam. Actually, I think that's it. Oh, that's the T shape, but what you could do is clear this one and then mark this one. So cubes usually follow this kind of structure, or you just mark each edge, and that's fine too, honestly. Like, that's fine. Cylinders, this is the general motto. The top and the bottom are marked, especially if it's like a 90-degree angle. So if your connection between like the loop and the top is like 90 degrees, then you want to mark it. If it's maybe beveled, you can generally maybe get away with like, get away with this. And then the other thing is, well, this inside loop doesn't have a way of cutting. It's going to be like fucked up when you're trying to unwrap it, right? So it needs a way to unravel, right? Think of it as like you're unraveling the wrap. So when you unwrap it, it'll look a bit like this. If you don't do this, it doesn't know what to do with it. So this is actually fucked up. This is all kinds of messed up because if you were to put the UV color grid on this, it would look all kinds of messed up, right? So you're using this to basically unravel the model. You're helping the model unravel itself, right? And then that way, now this will look better, right? So if I apply the material that we just got, look at that. Whereas I'm sure it would look really messed up if I do it like this. Yeah, look at that. See, that looks weird. You know, we don't want that. We want that. So cylinders, very similar process. And you can kind of treat an arm, like a cylinder. Right? You can almost treat an arm like a cylinder. So you can kind of think of it like that, right? That's one way of kind of thinking about it. What's another primitive type that's pretty common? Those are like the two biggest ones, really. Cubes and cylinders. What's some other popular?
Shit my pants, I did. Huh?
Oh, here's another tip. Mark seams. So if let's say you're making.
Oh gosh.
Let's say you're making an object that derives from real life, like a mechanical object. This also helps with modeling, but when you're UV unwrapping, mark seams where the beginning or end of materials are. So like, let's say you're doing like a panel that has like screws in, but then there's another like body behind it. Mark the seam where the panel is, and then that would be the closing section, right? So kind of look at real life as well. That helps a lot with doing stuff, and that'll make your texture look better because then the UVs are a lot sharper and everything and whatnot. So that's another thing that I would look at as a tip. Anyways, that's the end of the tutorial session. Back to my whatever the fuck this is. Back to my whatever the fuck this is. The tongue is still... Dude, okay, we need to figure this out because the tongue is not... But for one, the tongue is not properly parented to the head. We need to figure that out. I don't know why it's not properly parented. What is this? This is John. This is John. He had a bad work day. Why am I adding a tongue, man? Are you adding my licking suggestion into account? I don't know. He's got a tongue. You have a tongue too. In real life. What are you trying to say? Use child of? No, we don't want to use child of. We want, like, I don't know why this is not actually being parented. It's... For some reason... Oh, now it's... Huh? What? Now it works? Yeah, all right, Blender. Fuck you, Blender. You son of a... let's see if heat map works differently now. Now that it's properly parented. I swear, if it like did a better job, I'm gonna freak out. Nope, no. It's still doing some weird stuff. Is it because... I wonder if the object, when it skins, it uses the object origin into account. I kind of want to do a test if it uses the object origin. This is going to be my test. We're going to find out. That'd be crazy if it does take that into account. No? Started a new prototype. I'm addicted to the grind now. What's the next game, Jay? What are you planning? Also, by the way, Ray, thank you for the prime. I'm so sorry, Ray. I apologize. You can punch me in the face if you see me on the street. No, don't do that, please. It would hurt greatly. It would hurt much, a lot. But yeah, thank you. 13-month ruse. Thank you. Dude, this is still like this is still so weird. Okay, let's just do the voxel one. Fuck it. Bind. You're better you're better at explaining than all the other tutorials. I don't know about that, but you walk a fine line between comedy and cringe, sir. Yep. Yeah, I do. It's true. It's true. Do you like the idea of a Mario-esque 3D platformer still? Super Meat Boy 3D is some decent inspiration. A platformer, huh? Are we done? We're done. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Tongue? The tongue is still weight painting on like so many weird things. And it doesn't make any sense. All right, intestine. Left foot, right foot. Intestines, fine. Head. Head is... could be better. The, we just had to put the fleshy bits in like the weirdest spot. Neck. Good, I guess. Hand. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this. We go edit mode, select the bone, then we go object mode, select the body, then go vertex painting, then we go, sorry, weight painting, and then we remove these parts. All together. And then let's go back here and select this. Increase the intensity on the tongue there. No, do the... Arrgh. What? Oh. Dude, I hate this. Stop selecting the bones. Do not select the bones. I'm trying to paint here. Yeah, whatever, close enough. Okay. I have no idea how... Okay. It didn't... Did it revert what I just did? Blender, you sometimes... Blender, sometimes I hate you. Sometimes... Yep! There we go. We got our tongue. We're going crazy mode. We're going real crazy mode. Okay, now we probably have to edit the backbone here. The backbone. It's a little not good. a little not good. I don't know why it has this much influence when we did the auto binding. I'm not really sure why. I'm okay with having a little bit of like mouth influence, but not this much. This is like annoying amounts of shitty influence. It's just causing many problems for us. Still got some here, still got some there. Okay. Woohoo! Yahoo! What? Oh, right, because they're separate pieces. I'm going to set the weight to 0. You know, Simon. Weight painting is hell. Yeah, it's kind of, you know. I think the annoying thing is really? The annoying thing for me is it is doing stuff that, like, I don't understand why it's doing that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the auto weighting is doing, like, the weirdest things. But maybe it's a skill issue, you know? It's pilot issue. It's just a pilot issue. All right. I don't want the tongue affecting too much of the face, because it's like too much. Although I will say we could maybe do a little bit again. We could bring it back a little bit. We could bring it back a little bit. So, ah! Oh, you try to left click and it selects the bone. Is there a button? I know there's a button to change that. Where's the button to change that? Stop selecting the bone when I'm painting. How do I lock my bone selection? How do I lock the bone selection? Please. Please lock the bone selection. I don't want to click this. Actually, what I'm confused about is why is left click being used as a selection button for... Whatever. And why does Control Z bring me? Oh, Blender, you are. Oh, I'm gonna. It just undid all my weight painting. It just undid all of my weight painting. Dude, Blender, you're hot shit. Everybody talks so highly of you, but that's because nobody fucking uses you. And the people that do use you don't actually praise you. And if they do, they're lunatics. Just fucking stupid shit. Who thought of making it so Control Z undoes all of your work and then it brings you to a different mode? Stop that. There must be a setting for that. There's got to be. It's a pilot issue, huh? Yet again, another pilot issue. Spent half my week doing that at my end. It crashed like 10 times. Seems like every software kind of crap and approximating weight. Dude, we're doing all this AI shit. Why can't we just do some AI shit for this, man? Come on. See, this thing's still saved. It's just for some reason this. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let's see. How about you? Are you still weight painted for some reason? Yeah, you are. Sigh. What about you? Yep. It's 2026 AI should do all low poly and rigging work perfectly by now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They'd rather just fucking make AI tools for like the most randomest bullshit. It's like, oh hey, your laundry machine now includes AI. How about my balls? Oh my god. They're fucking crazy, man. All right, there we go. We got the mouth kind of moving around a little bit with the tongue. His eyes are still moving around with it a little bit. Whatever. Whatever, man. If anything, it's part of the character. Spits at you. Wait, don't hit Control Z. If I hit Control Z, I nearly hit Control Z. I was about to freak out. I was actually about to fucking freak out. Except the AI is going to just generate images on the washing machine to distract you instead of the AI doing the laundry so you could do something else. It's so... Never mind. We're just going to get back into the AI talk. Let's not. Let's not. All right, employee 233. We don't have your proper colors yet because you need a bunch of like red fleshy bits. But for now... Actually, wait, no, we can do that with some vertex painting. We don't need to make a material for this. Yeah. Yeah! Okay, vertex paint. First, we want to set everything to black. Then, we take red. And we start painting the spots where we need the fleshy bits. Let's make it so his eyes a little bit, you know? The Chumas in the Big Les show. Hold on, let me search this up. Yeah. Oh wait, that's kind of, yeah, that is kind of spooky. There's this clip where his nose is sticking out. Our character models look a little bit like that. It's funny because like it also looks a bit like Rick and Morty, but it also looks a bit like Schedule 1. At the end of the day, like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like, what can you do? They all look a little similar to each other, you know? I was about to hit Control Z. There is now an unspoken rule in Blender. We can no longer hit Control Z. Control Z is not allowed anymore. Control Z, the button Control Z is banned. He does look kind of disgusting looking. This is perfect. All right. If you had one of those plugins that showed the keys you pressed on screen, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Literally does not solve the problem. It just shows that that is the problem. It just shows to you guys that that is the problem. So you guys know what's going on. All right, time to export. Please tell me it has all my settings. I think it does. Okay, monsters employee 233. Skeletal mesh underscore monster dash employee 233. All right, all right. Our first monster model. Well, second, technically. Technically second. Now, we're going to reuse the same skeleton. Well, no, he's going to have his tongue. So hopefully that imports properly. Hopefully that imports properly. Skeleton. SK mannequin or temp character skeleton? I guess we'll do this guy. This might be controversial, but I'm so tired of Blender. It's not. Don't worry about it. It's not controversial. It's not controversial. Oh, did I forgot to set his teeth to something? Have our 3D artists at work using? I swear every single one of them uses a different workflow. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna use body for that, I guess, and then the teeth will be its own thing. If I do one-click export, does it work properly? I think it does. I think it does. Re-import the mesh. Does it re-import the materials? That's not correct, but whatever. We'll just do that. Okay. And then the teeth has its own thing. And then these are the little black bits. And then this is the eyes, which we'll just use some sort of white material for now. White eye. There we go. Look at that. It's perfect. Why is everybody complaining about Blender? I haven't started using it yet. It's fine. Honestly, it's not a bad software. It's just, it has its problems. it has its problems. Oh, we have a characters folder, and I'm not using it. Yeah, might be a good idea to move. Can I, if I cut that, I seem to have deleted the station. Okay, everything hates me in this fucking program. Honestly. Let's move this to the characters folder. Blender 5. The problem with upgrading to Blender 5 is I have to upgrade all my plugins most likely as well. So I'll probably do that at some point in the future for sure. Where do you buy character meshes? You can go to Fab. There might be some on ArtStation as well. Yeah. Because they're upgrading and changing it rapidly. Nobody likes changes, even if the changes an improvement. I'm honestly all for changes. I'm all for changes. I'm all for like improvements and whatnot. But they need to be improvements. And also, I just don't care for Eevee at all, personally. I just don't care. It's like just no part of my body that cares about Eevee at all. To be completely blunt, I do not care for Eevee. Personnellement, I don't care. Roll His hands seem to be... Oh, it's because they're a separate object. Oh. I see. Whoops. 5 push-ups? Alright, fine. Fine. You happy now? You look like you needed a break. Well, you know. I'm gonna break my arms. All right. Look at our... Hold on. No, we got to do something custom for these. No, not sculpt. Vertex. Set vertex color to black. Wait, no. Actually, set it to red. But then let's grab black and let's color the edges. This one I think leaks out into here. I'm really happy that they added a quick export button. All right, well, what does he look like in the scene? Oh my god. Yeah, that might just work. I wonder if I can just hook up our typical animation blueprint. I don't know if there's anything in here that will mess it up. Let me see. Unarmed. Does it have to do any specific calls? Oh no, it casts to the player character. But once we get past that, then we can just cast to the other stuff. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy this guy. Employee 233, and now we're gonna just set this character to... Oh shit, we don't have a cast to for this. Let's do base and base. What did we call the base monster? Base pawn. I'm also going to rename it because it is a pawn and I don't want to confuse myself. I love when you re-parent something, UE just becomes the laggiest piece of shit in existence. I love that. It's so cool. It's a new feature. It's called everything slows down, and I love it. And then this makes total sense where I have to hook this up myself. Wow. There's so many new features. The property associated with character could not be found in... What the... You can't just rename the thing? You can't just rename it? Oh, come on, Unreal. What's wrong with you? It's called Everything Sucks, You Should Use Godot. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Anyways, for now, we're going to use the base pawn for this. Which means we got to swap out the mesh with the actual skeletal mesh. God, he is one ugly looking motherfucker. Respectfully, this guy is disgusting looking. Is he too tall? I just realized, did I just break the bomb? I did just break the bomb. Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. We're gonna revert this real quick because some meshes will just be a mesh. Okay, here's what we should do. We're going to take the base pawn. We're going to properly create a child of it. We're going to set the mesh to invisible and then add the actual skeletal mesh. Unreal is the best. Go to Godot or some other trash to clear. Sorry, my reading comprehension today is not very good. My reading comprehension not very good today. All right. Well, let's see how he looks. He might look absolutely disgusting. He might actually be the best monster to ever exist. Or absolutely broken. I don't know. Let's find out. He's almost like a zombie. Why is he not playing his animations? Let me change the preview to the employee. Yeah, he's got it. So what's the problem? Return our pawn movement component if we have one. Well, it has one. So is it not able to receive this one as its component? Can't I just read from this and then just put that directly into here? Surely that should work, right, guys? He's still... Idle, walk / run, direction, ground speed. Direction and ground speed, get speed XY, movement utility component. Is it just not able to read this? Error. Okay, hold on. I gotta debug him. He is not able to receive the movement component. It keeps coming out as cast failed. What? What? So this keeps failing. GMC movement component object reference. Please tell me it's able to use this as the movement component. Please. Please. All right, well, I guess not. I suppose not. I guess we'll just set this to GMCO organic movement component, and then everything in the everything in this blueprint will break. It's funny because all of these calls. Okay, he doesn't have stances, so we can cut that. Is moving on ground. There is no crouching for this guy, so that's okay. There's also no prone for this guy. There might be ragdolling. Actually, there might not be ragdolling. That was a joke. I was kidding. Proning and crouch, we do not have. Okay. Fixed. All right. And now he's walking around town. Now he's walking around town. Yeah. He's kind of creepy looking. Oh, shit. I knew he was there. It still kind of creeped me out. Okay, hold on. I want to do something really stupid. Which node is it? Monster's not that scary to make. Okay, to be fair, we're using a base mesh that's already there. You know what I mean? What was it? Is it a rigid body? But then we got to go into, I think here. Do I have to make a physics asset for him? I might have to make a custom physics asset for him. Yeah, I might have to make a custom physics asset. Apparently here is his physics asset, apparently. Right. Okay. I need to add a bone. How do I add a bone for a... How do I add a body for a bone? Wait, I think I have to show the bones. Show mesh bones, and then let's see the tongue. Dude, what the hell is this capsule doing? Okay. All right, and then we need to set both of these, if I remember correctly, we need to set both of these to simulated. Okay, and then we can go back here, and then we can go and select base reference bone, the tongue 1. And then I don't remember the rest of this. Override physics asset? I don't know if he's using the right physics asset, to be honest. I don't even know. I don't remember how to check that. We might have to set it here. I'm in the wrong... Dude, this is not even the right mesh, man. Show me the right mesh. Employee 233. There we go. He has... Which physics asset? Oh, the right one. Okay, so then why am I not seeing the preview for his tongue going all kinds of crazy style? What's this new game? It is a co-op survival horror. Basically, friendslop kind of vibe. I'm not seeing the tongue. I ain't seeing the tongue action right now. I ain't seeing the tongue action. Let's try just, I don't know, let's try playing it then, I guess. See if we can see him moving around. Oh, hey, look at that! He's doing all kinds of moves! Am I still working on my old stuff? Nah, not too much as of late. No, not too much as of late. Been focusing on some new stuff. Working on this new game. Where's the physics asset? Currently use physics asset? It doesn't have one, so I guess I'll just apply this one. Shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so I guess our settings are a little bit too high then. Oh, also the external force. That could be the problem as well. Okay, hold on, let's see. All right, okay. All right, okay, interesting, interesting. Let me join your team as a developer. I'm not looking for anybody at this time. I'm not, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah. Not looking for any help at this time, but appreciate it. Okay. I think we might need a different bone for his tongue. He's going all crazy style. Okay, hold on. We can adjust all of these values. We can maybe make it so it tries to... we might be able to set some like limits on it, the tongue. Yeah, I was thinking we can maybe limit it. Definitely. Do I just select this then? Okay. Yeah, Muhammad, how's it going? Wait, why is it going that way? Procedural animation? Kind of like a little bit of ragdoll kind of stuff. A little bit of simulation stuff, yeah. This constraint is doing some really weird stuff. Like, what is this rotation? And it just automatically turned on its own. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. Just do your own thing. You know what? Fine. It just randomly just, I don't know how, whatever. I need you to, listen, I need you to slow down. I need to see what your tongue is doing. You going real crazy style, huh? Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for the supporter. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we gotta limit his the tongue action a little bit, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. I don't know why it's defaulting to this physics asset. That doesn't make any sense because it's this one. Hey, Mohammed, thank you for gifting out 5 memberships. Oh, shit. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, oh, is it twist? But that doesn't even look like the twist. I don't know what this is doing, dude. Bro's sneaking around like I'm the monster. Dude, it's gonna be so funny seeing this guy just randomly go around. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you. Developer supports developers. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that greatly. You know, Grawl? Okay. What's it looking like now? Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on, sir. You're in the way. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know why he runs over there. Like, where is he going? Where are you going? Okay, he went through the door. All right, fine. I don't know why, but whatever. I have no idea where he went. Oh, he's right there. He's just stuck at the door. God, he is pretty ugly looking. Can you imagine some sound effects and some like little music, and then like our FOV gets adjusted, and then maybe we like force the camera towards his face? He is pretty fucking disgusting looking. All right, but hear me out. Okay, but hear me out. We added physics to his tongue. What about his whole body? I'll help you with that. You know what? We'll let it happen. His run should be like way more wacky, but... He was about to fall off. Okay, let's go back to his material real quick. We gotta make the material look a little bit more disgusting. I have no idea if I UV unwrap this guy, but we're gonna have to probably do that. What is a good material that I have in here that could look very fleshy? Maybe some kind of grayscale. Detail rocky? Fire? Could just do pearl and noise. Or water. Fire one might work as well, but I feel like water could be interesting. Okay, I don't think he's unwrapped. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wait, he is. Let's just go ahead and do a cube projection. Why does he... Why does this kind of look like... You guys remember that SpongeBob episode where it's the paper... Sponge Boob? What was his name? You guys even know which one episode? It's Doodle Bob. It's Doodle Bob. Look, you guys see it? It's Doodle Bob. Okay, so that'll export with some proper UV unwrapping because I'm sure his current thing doesn't have any. This we could do like a texture coordinate. Okay, water is actually kind of pissing me off. I'm gonna be honest. Water, you're not cutting it. How about smoke? We might have to give some normals. Put some normals in the fleshy bits. Make it look kind of disgusting. Can someone remind me, what is the value for a normal map that is flat? What is it? Is it 0, 1, 1? No, is it 1, 0, 1? 0 0.5, 0 0.51? And then in here we need a normal map, and I'm thinking just like rock basalt. Let me make sure it's not 2048. We don't do anything 2048 in here. Again, probably got to use a texture coordinate in here. Okay, kind of starting to look kind of gross. That's good. That's good. We want him to look gross. Metal rust? No, I don't think that's enough. We need something very noisy, but kind of organic. Ground moss. Okay, this might be it. Some specularity? You guys think so? So default 0.5, but then 0.2, make it kind of, ugh. Okay. Guys, I think we messed up with his normal values. I don't think it's 0.5, 0.5. It might just be 0, 0, 1. I think it might just be 0, 0, 1. His normals are all kind of messed up. There we go. Bro, he is slouched. He's got that fentanyl going on. Ugh. Can you imagine the kind of sounds? And then we gotta give him a really disgusting looking sprint animation. What does he look like from afar? He kind of looks like a normal guy, sort of. All right. Can you make the tongue always stick out? It's technically sticking out, it's just... Well, let's just say... It's just unfortunate that, Is that your goal, is to make him indestructible? What I was gonna say, it's a hard read. May lose that fear factor from a distance. He's technically, oh god. Yeah, we want him to kind of be indistinguishable from afar. That's kind of the plan. Because from behind, he just looks like a normal person. It's when you walk up to him. That's why the only reason why I have it so... The only reason why I only worked on his front is so from behind, you can't tell until you see him. Can you make blood drip from his belly? We could. Maybe from his tongue as well. His little goofy tongue. Raid message. Raid message received. Thank you. Oh, wrong one. Maya, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome. You joined in at a perfect time. We are working on the most disgusting... What the hell is this? Working on the most disgusting thing ever. It's going quite well, I think, so far. It's just going quite well. We're working on our first monster. Yeah, see, the problem is his tongue clips into his body. Looks cute to me. Is he cute? He's a cute little guy. Yeah, you know. Very huggable. Yeah, I hope you had a good stream. Do we want to force disable? Yeah, we could. When simulation starts, transfer previous bone velocities. It doesn't really matter. Okay. We could try 0.5 for the world alpha. It was lovely, thank you. How are you? Not too bad, not too bad. We're getting started on... I've been pushing back monsters. We started this project like 4 months ago, and monsters are a very big part of the game, but to be honest, I've been pushing it back. A, because I'm not very good at modeling monsters, and B, enemy AI is also... yeah. And also, I'm really bad with horror. It's funny. I'm making a horror game, but I'm not very good with. Well, I'm not. You know, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really look at horror much. In fact, I've never. The only horror game I played was Alien Isolation, and I quit the game the instant the alien got activated. Once the alien got activated, I was like, I'm fucking out. And then I had like a panic attack or something, and then like a migraine. So, yeah. So that's my experience with horror. I think when I was a kid, Lord of the Rings fucked me up because of the big spider. And then War of the Worlds, I think my uncle was watching that. That fucked me up too. And then, yeah, that was it. And the rest is history. And then I just never dabbled into horror. And here I am making a horror game. So, might not be the right place. But hey, that's fine. Anyways, I need to take a look at your tongue real quick. Why do you hate me? Are you like not using your proper constraints? Why does it look like the constraints aren't updated? Don't look at me like that. Listen, there's a lot of other issues right now. Where's the physics asset? I think you need a better constraint. Yeah. Maybe. This constraint doesn't even make sense because the like rotations are all off. All right. Okay. Yeah, okay. You think this is funny? Dies of cringe. It just falls over. Dude, this doesn't make any sense. Can I reset the rotation of this constraint? This literally doesn't make any sense. Is x is forward, right? So let's just do x is forward. However, I'm seeing this arrow. What does that mean? What does the arrow mean? Oh, okay. The arrow is where I need to go. That doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Unreal, really? This is a joke. Is the tongue clipping? Well, you know, it's doing a lot of things. Let's just say it's doing a lot of things. Wait, can I remember I could do this. I can freeze or lock everything except for the tongue. How do I lock it? Chat, do you see lock? This guys, where's lock? You guys see it? Somebody point it out. What the? Right there under the thing. What do you mean right there under the thing? It was renamed to delete. I don't think... You think you're funny, huh? You think you're funny. Where is it? There's a way of locking it. What is it? Toggle, isolate selected. No, that's not it. Toggle isolate constrained bones. No, that's not it. Although something weird going on here. Change the physics type to kinematic on the detail panel. Oh, that does lock it. Okay. It kind of locks it. All right, cool. So now this is still breaking. I don't really know why. Collision response enabled. What if we do disabled on the collision? No. Okay. So this is still. Still doing some weird stuff. Okay. So what do we do? 90 degrees there. All right. All right. We got it. We got him. Okay, so now I gotta go in here and reset the. There's no way this is how you gotta do it, right? Like that, because I need to set the spine to simulate it as well. All right, we got him. I think we got it. Let's see. Hold on. Excuse me, sir. Here, let me hold that. Let me hold that for you. You're welcome. Yes. His tongue is doing some weird stuff, though. We gotta set some more constraints on his tongues. His tongue. The tip of his tongue. Okay, now it's behind his head. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, well, how does he attack the player? Going crazy mode. He's trying the inside now. He's trying the inside now. Never mind, he's questioning things. Okay, he gave up. He was bored. And now he's back. Is he gonna be like, hey, in a normal voice to bait you? I don't think he's gonna say anything. I think if anything, he's gonna drool out of his mouth. Like, he's probably gonna do shit like that. You won't know until you get right next to him. You have him look up periodically. He just looks like a normal ass player. I can't wait to see this in multiplayer, or like what people say in multiplayer. Okay, hold on. First we can hide his arrow. I don't need the arrow anymore. I wonder if we can make him shake. Is there like a thing in the animation to add noise? There's a purlin noise. Bone. Bone to modify. Spine 02. Boring. He loves to do that. He loves to do that. What is this horror music, man? It's great. Let me add this to my playlist. Did you see that Steam is making a system that will determine what FPS to expect in your system based on data from other players and will show in the store? That sounds interesting, but like, even in the perfect of situations, like that's not gonna, like, it's a good idea, but like every computer is configured differently, so someone's FPS might be like incorrect because of like stuff they have in the background. So hopefully they can average it out enough where it like shows a correct data, right? Vial? Okay, so yeah, I would assume should give you a general idea, definitely. Hold on. I kind of want him to shake. Not really working. Oh, it's because the update animation isn't running. Uh-oh, this might be really bad. Okay, well, time to find out. Oh yeah, he's shaking all right. Things are not looking good for him. He's had maybe a few too many coffees. Few too many coffees. Like, that would be the sound effect he'd make. Like, he's fucking shaking, man. He's shaking. Almost kind of looks like a bug. I think it would be like a very slight amount of noise. Also, let's adjust maybe which bone he does. Spine 01, the whole body. Yeah, we should do that only when he gets mad. I don't really have anything to determine except for like the velocity and how fast he's going. We're gonna need a boolean for that. We're gonna have to send over some info. Some of the details, some of the info. Hear me out though. Hear me out. Hand. Clavicle. Hand. Simulated. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. We might have to attach like a thing. Yeah, I guess. What's with his hands? You know, stuff and things. I'm locking the door. You can't open the door. You can't open the door. You can't open the door. That's fail RP. That's fail RP. That's fail RP. You can't open the door. You can't open the door. You can't open the door. Stop trying! Oh, whatever. Oh, now he's stuck. He's stuck forever. You can't... Idiot. That's what you get. -2. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah. But... Can I modify this in runtime? What type of game you're making? Fucking abomination. It's a co-op survival horror kind of friendslop vibe. As you can see. I'm not sure if this is terrifying. I don't know. It's a little scary looking. He's a little spoopy. The goal is he spooks you out by getting you off guard, right? You would think it's just another one of your friends from the back, but then it's not. Okay, so we need this alpha to be if he's aggro. So we need to read from that data if he's aggro. That being said, does the base pawn have a boolean for when they become aggro? We don't have one, but we can make one. He's having a stroke? You know, a lot of things are going on. One of his intestines is sticking out. He doesn't have his eyeballs anymore. You know, it's kind of a bad time for John. It's kind of a bad time for John. John is not really having a good time. Some could say John is in the thick of it right now. John is truly in the thick of it. You know what I just realized? Did we just set that aggro? No, we did that in the base pawn. Okay, so that, I was like, how did that work? Okay, so it'll only enable if he's aggressive now. He's real pissed. He's running away from the light. He's scared. I'm cranking it. Oh my god. Okay, but what if we find a bomb monster? That should work. Honestly, that should work. I'm really mad that it doesn't. Yeah, we should make that work. I shake like that when I don't have my hourly caffeine. I shake like that when I had like too much caffeine. He got bored. See you later, John. I got work to do, John. Yeah, now we gotta make him attack us. And play noises and stuff. Average Red Bull drinker. I'm on my 7th Red Bull, man. Oh, whoops. Oh, hey. Ow. Nice. Well, we got our first monster. Now, nobody can say I haven't worked on monsters, because I have. I quite literally have. I don't want to hear it. First monster, big success. Yeah, just you wait until we got to do the second one. It's gonna go very poorly. I love that you kept the theme of opening things from the original cabinet. It's got that same noise that goes... I'm not changing it. Goodbye. Alright. Good stream, I think. What else do we do? I think that's it. This is an extra stream after all. Let's see if we can randomly find him somewhere. John. Oh. John apparently can see us through walls. I don't know how he was getting activated there. That's bullshit. Hey, John. You know what he kind of looks like? He kind of turns into like a dog that hasn't seen their owner in like 7 weeks and then like just goes absolutely crazy. Starts jumping all over them and everything. Doesn't know how to contain themselves. Listen, John, I gotta fix this thing, man. Yeah, I probably will add a stamina system for the doors if that becomes like a mechanic, which it probably should be. I wouldn't mind leaving that in. Being able to hold on to the... Being able to hold on to the, onto the door, you know what I mean? How does he see us? How does he see us from over there? There's something wrong with the sight system, and it's extremely alarming. Something is allowing him to see us through walls. I've noticed that a few times. Oh my. He's pretty creepy looking when he sees you. I could just imagine with some like a proper run animation and everything, and some proper sounds, he'll be we'll be all ready. It'll all be ready. And I do think the only day where it's going to be daytime will be the first route. After that, everything's going to be nighttime, I think. Alright, you can't go upstairs because the pathfinding is broken on this staircase. Whoopsies! I gotta fix that. Yeah, I'm not gonna change his animations right now. I think more so focus would be sound effects and then a bunch of stuff on the client side, like the camera zooming in, little jump scare effect or whatever. I like what Repo does when it sees like a monster, it like kind of focuses the camera to them a little bit. Almost like a jump scare, but it's not like a on-screen thing. And I feel like that would only happen if we can somehow calculate that the player was caught off guard. It would be like a little camera effect if they're caught off guard. I feel like that would be cool. Oh right, I can spawn items now. Sponge. Sponge. Oh, cleaning sponge. I'm going in. Oh, I left clicked. It crashed the game. It's supposed to be right click. All right. Well, I guess that's a good time to end the stream. I forgot that left click causes a crash. Nice. I think that's in C++. I gotta fix that C++. All right. Anyways. Good stream. I'll see you guys Monday. Yeah, Monday. So thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking, chat, and sticking around. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Okay. All right. Okay. You better have. Yep. Stay hydrated. Have your nutrients. All right. Eat fiber. All right. That's all I got. All right. Goodbye.